What is this narration? In love, you need therapy. And they just kissed. Ta-da! I look like a human again. Did I like this better than Lovelight Farms? I don't know how to make latte art, but we're gonna take a stab. Welcome back to the vlog. We made a delicious coffee. A sugar cookie creamer is delicious. I mean, it's my favorite holiday drink from Starbucks. Anyways, we have a fun vlog today. It's Thanksgiving, first of all, so you're not gonna watch this on Thanksgiving, but I hope everyone had a lovely Thanksgiving. The next 5 days, I want to cram in as many holiday books as I can. I feel like it'll be nice to get through them, and then I can give you guys some recs before it's a little too late. Also, I can't taste test this yet because she's a little steamy. Oh, but it's so good. So I asked my Instagram followers which holiday books I should read by having them vote on 5 different polls, so 5 different head-to-head competitions. The first one was between Lovelight Farms and the Holiday Mixtape. Very different books. This one I think is supposed to be very steamy, and this one is just classic BK Borison, so I think maybe like a little bit steamy, but not that much. The winner ended up being Lovelight Farms by 77% of votes. This has been on my list forever, so it only feels right to start the vlog off with this one. They're not all romances, by the way. There are a couple other holiday-y books, but we're gonna start with the romance. This is supposed to be about a girl who I think owns a Christmas tree farm. It's a best friends, childhood best friends to lovers. I've heard really good things. I have read First Time Caller by BK Borison, and it was a like, not a love for me. It dragged a little bit, and I didn't love the chemistry, so we'll see how this goes. I'm a little nervous. I will say, I did start the audiobook earlier this morning, and I kind of hate it. The female narrator has a very whiny voice. Actually, not whiny, it just sounds like she's crying. But I am going to try to listen to the audio because I have to drive an hour to my dad's house for Thanksgiving. I don't know how far I'm gonna get into this. I'm kind of hoping for like 200 pages today, which I think is doable. We will see, depends on how much people bother me. All right, with that, I will check in after my drive. I can't believe this girl's name is Estelle.
I'm going to take more gnocchi.
Wait, I'll take gnocchi. I'm back home, and I don't think I got any footage from Thanksgiving dinner, which is fine. I mean, the food was just so good. I did listen to this both on the way there and on the way home, and I stand by what I said. I do not like this narrator. However, it's going by faster than I thought it would. And also, I'm very confused because in here it says 400 pages. Online it's at 312. I don't know. But I just finished chapter 6. I'm on page 88. This does feel not that cheesy, which I appreciate. I feel like it's hard out of a holiday romance to make it not feel super cheesy. I don't love Stella. I feel like she's annoying, but I do think the audiobook is kind of messing it up. So I'm gonna try to recalibrate my opinion on all of the characters. Like Layla is kind of weird. I like the farm boy guy. I feel like I didn't get enough background on their friendship quite yet, so it's hard for me to understand why this woman has had unrequited, is that how you say the word? Unrequited love? Unrequited feelings for Luca for years, and nothing has come out of that. It feels kind of crazy to me for, I think, like a 10-year friendship. And I feel like it's pretty obvious to me that he likes her. But if that's not the case and he doesn't like her, then he's kind of a for leading her on. In which case that makes me pissed off at him. But this is single POV, so it's kind of hard to tell. I'm gonna keep reading and then I will report back. We've changed into some PJs and I made a bowl of snacks because I'm kind of tired and I need to like wake up. The blue gummy clusters, best ones. I'm on page 114. It's tough because Stella, whose real name is Estelle, which is crazy crazy to me because what do you mean? She is annoying to me, which is unfortunate because I actually do understand where she's coming from. I do feel like I do the same thing in relationships where I second guess everything and I'll make like a snide little remark, but then I'll keep moving the conversation along because I don't actually want to address it. And there was another part in here where she's like come to the conclusion that she feels like if she tells somebody how she feels, then they'll leave. It's annoying, but I totally get it. I will say Luca is like so aware. She got pissed off about something and then blew over it, and then he was like, all right, but let's go back a sec and go back to what you said. And I do really like that. I do like how seemingly there's pretty much no miscommunication from this end of things, and I do think he has feelings for her, or has had them this whole time. I'm kind of getting that vibe. So I do still stand by not understanding how they haven't gotten together at this point, because two hot people who've been best friends for a while, you didn't have one like drunk night that you wanted to hook up with each other. This doesn't really make sense, but okay, I'm gonna keep reading. Okay, I made it to page 168 and I'm so tired. I don't think I can read anymore. I don't know that that says anything about the book itself. I'm definitely low on sleep. So I'm gonna take my makeup off. I'll check with you guys in the morning. Good night. It seems they've set up book 2 here. I don't know, but I'm going to assume it's between Layla and this deputy Caleb who just came out of nowhere. Also, it's Harry Potter time. Here's the thing. I am really enjoying this book a lot more. And I know because it's holiday themed, it makes sense for it to be maybe like slightly cheesier. But I'm on page 235 and they've hooked up-ish. But they've had like a couple moments. They basically have admitted to each other that they are attracted to each other and that there's chemistry. So I'm just like, how did it take 10 years for them to admit that? That doesn't make sense to me. But other than that, I'm enjoying it. I think I'm about 60% done. I think I could finish this today. I'll be really proud of myself. Then we can start the second book later this evening. I have not moved from this location. So here's the thing. The audiobook has only a couple chapters left. This has like 2 epilogues and a bonus chapter from Luca's POV. I'm almost done. I was like so excited because I was like, perfect. There's not gonna be any miscommunication. Stella is not my favorite, I gotta say. And I think it's because her name is Estelle. I'm just kidding. Like Luca is literally so perfect. Also, this isn't really like fake dating. They agreed to fake date and then just decided to actually date before the person that they were fake dating for even gets there. It's good. I really like it. I like the storyline. It's not fake dating. I love fake dating. I eat up fake dating. I'm just minorly disappointed that it's not true fake dating. Where are you going, Bill? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna finish this and then we'll report back. Okay, I finished Lovelight Farms. I don't remember if I actually described what this was about in the beginning, so I'll just do that now. This is about a woman who owns a Christmas tree farm. It's kind of going bankrupt, so in order to save it, she enters a contest where she pretends that she owns a farm with a boyfriend, and so she has to ask her best friend of, I think, like a decade to be her fake boyfriend. That's the entire premise of this one. Overall, I enjoyed it. Were there some things that bothered me? Yes. I did appreciate that for the most part, no communication issues. I feel like that is hard to do. I did think that the bad guy in here was very obvious, but that's fine. It is a holiday book, so I don't think it's supposed to be like a crazy romantic suspense kind of storyline. I think I'm giving it though a solid 4 stars, which is very good for a holiday Christmas romance. I had a good time with it. This was a good starter. I know I said that I was going to do a non-romance next, but I was looking at what I put up for the polls and I had put up 2 Hanukkah books, The 8 Heartbreaks of Hanukkah versus Love You, Latke. And shockingly, there was kind of an obvious winner, which I would have thought that this would have been like very equal playing field, but Love You, Latke won with 61% of the vote. So this is what we're reading next. I'm gonna challenge myself to try to finish this today. I think the one reason why it might be doable is because I'm Jewish. So I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of relatability in this, and I've never read a Hanukkah book. So I feel like this is gonna be a fun experience. I wish I had time to read both of these so that I could vet both of these out for any of my other Jewish followers, but there simply just is not enough time. But this one is kind of a complicated good premise, if I remember correctly. So this woman owns a cafe. She lives in a small Vermont town, and they have a Hanukkah festival every year. Evidently, she's in charge of the Hanukkah festival. There's this man that happens to be a very annoying customer at her cafe, and I think he's also Jewish, and she ends up having to work with him on the festival because she's having problems with it, and I think someone recommends that she work with him. So I'm assuming this is like faux enemies to lovers in a sense. He probably is like in love with her or something, and she is oblivious. I'm gonna assume that that's the plot because it's a holiday romance. Before I read this though, I need to make my second cup of coffee for the day. It's 2:45 and we're running out of time. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna start reading this, and then I'll check in with you guys once I'm a little bit of the way through because I feel like there won't be much to report in the beginning. Okay, update. This is funny. She hates this customer who I think is like the main male love interest, but it's because he's so positive, and that is literally so relatable. There was a customer in front of him and he was like an asshole, and Seth is the main character's name, and he's like, I wonder if he's like having a bad day, and she's like, maybe he's just a jerk, and he's like, I like to see the good in people, and I'm like, she's like, shut the F up, and I'm literally so on her side, it's insane. Anyways, having a good time so far, which is exciting for me. It is the next day. I have lost quite a bit of footage because yes, yet again, I have been filming in slow-mo. This is obviously a new camera for me. It's fine. I'm fine. What you've missed, I am still reading Love You a Lot, but before we get to this, what I do need to tell you is that last night I had to walk the dog in the evening, and I don't have the audiobook for Love You a Lot. And honestly, I don't really like reading only one book at a time. So I picked up a new book. So another round of voting was between, what is this? Cowboy, It's Cold Outside, and You Better Watch Out. This is a cowboy Christmas romance, obviously. This is a thriller. This thriller won, I believe by 61% of the vote. So I figured this would be perfect to add in. So that way I'm not doing the same genre, and it'll be easier for me to keep track of different reads. And I had the audio for this available for me on Hoopla. It's 200 pages. I started it last night on the walk, and I finished it about a half hour ago. I'm giving this one though a 2.5 out of 5 star rating. I wanted to like it, but it definitely is more, I would say it leans more horror than thriller. It's definitely quite a bit gory. I feel like if you like Saw movies, then maybe this would be up your alley. It just felt like gory for no reason at times, and I did guess the major twist pretty early on, and then the second half of that twist a little later. I don't mind guessing the twists because I feel like that means the author did a good enough job of making the twist believable. I don't like when a twist is not believable. I don't know that I would necessarily recommend this to everyone. I feel like it was fine, but not great. And it was not super Christmassy. I can't remember if I told you guys this earlier in the video, but I'm watching my roommate's dog this week, so I'm not used to having to walk a dog every morning, although it has made it easier for me to prioritize audiobook listening. So that is why I got through this so fast. The problem is I do not have an audiobook for this, and I have things I need to do today. I need to clean my room, put away all my laundry. I have to do my makeup and my hair because I need to film multiple videos for TikTok today. It's fine. I'm fine. And I just wasted half an hour because the footage didn't work out. Good news is the coffee's pretty good. Hold on, the dog needs to go be let outside. She'll come back in like 2 seconds. I have finished that book, which means we need to decide where it ranks amongst the one other book that I read. Obviously, Lovelight Farm goes first. I mean, it was so cute. And I also gave that 4 stars, and this gets 2.5 stars. It's hard to rank thrillers against romances, but in this case, it feels pretty clear. I need to get back to Love You a Lot, so I'm having difficulty with this one. It started really strong. I don't love the author's writing. Just the way she has them communicating with each other feels very juvenile to me. Like, they're at a museum, they're like, let's go see the sharks, and I'm like, I don't know, they're just so awkward, and I'm having a tough time. I'm hoping it will get better. I'm at page 115. I'm gonna try to finish this today. It's gonna be hard though, because I do have to do so many things. I don't have the audiobook for it. I'm gonna go clean my room, and I'm gonna gift myself, and I'm gonna watch Slow Horses while I clean my room, because that should make things go quickly. And if you haven't watched that show, 10 out of 10 recommend. It's fantastic. All right, I will see you when I get back to reading. Okay, so this is the room before cleaning. Okay, better. Not perfect, but it's okay.
Say hello, Billy. Hi.
All right, I got about like 30 minutes of reading in me, and then go take this nugget on another walk. I still don't have the audiobook, which is so annoying, so I'm like really debating starting the next book. Okay, we're in for the night, and good news, my Spotify hours have restarted. So I can finally listen to Love You a Latke. So I started the audiobook on our walk, and contrary to Lovelight Farms, I think I might actually like the audio better. Although I will say the narrator is like a bit dramatic, but I actually think that helped because reading this, the characters are like a little bit dry. So we're at about page 139 out of, I think there's 360 something. No, 320 something. I'm gonna keep reading now. I need to get this done tonight. That is my goal. Okay, we're making good progress. It is 8:48 p.m. I am about 2/3 of the way. There's 100 pages left. This is a slow burn. I was not prepared for it to be this slow. They haven't even kissed yet. I feel like there'll probably be some sort of epilogue that will not be believable because they won't have gotten together until the very end. Also, I figured out what I don't like about the writing specifically. Kind of feels like I'm reading a 16-year-old's diary, which sounds terrible, but it's just very over-explanatory and very defensive. Maybe that's just how the female main character is written, but it doesn't really totally jive well with me. I liked it in the beginning, but now it's just annoying. She'll say something like, we almost hugged and I really wanted it, but actually no I didn't because I don't want to hug him because I don't like him. Like, I don't need that much explanation. Also, I feel like if you're not Jewish, there's a lot of religious nods and also like Jewish tradition, and I like those. But if you don't know what any of them mean, it's just words. So I don't know that I would recommend this to anyone that is not Jewish. And I don't even know that I would recommend this to past me. I don't think that this is my style of romance, unfortunately. You have Golden Retriever book boyfriend, annoying FMC, too slow of a burn. I haven't even gotten to the Hanukkah festival. Anyways, I'm gonna keep reading, probably make a tea and then head upstairs and finish reading in bed. That sounds like a good plan. She goes, I can't. This man was nice to her, so she goes, when did that lump swell up in my throat? Hopefully it wasn't cancer. Like, what is this narration? I do feel like I'm complaining about every single thing about this book, but the one thing I will stand by is that this woman, Abby, does not deserve Seth because he is literally such a sweetheart. She's so rude, and I know she has, you know, a lot of baggage. I understand people have baggage, but then she needs to go to therapy, okay? And she bashes therapy in here, and she's like, it's not for me. I'm not even a therapist, and I can read this knowing you need therapy. A lot of people think they don't need therapy and need therapy. I'm a huge therapy proponent. Okay, like I think everyone can benefit. Anyways, let's make some tea. By the way, this is the best peppermint tea. Nobody can tell me otherwise. I'm gonna let this steep for a few minutes and then I'll see you upstairs. She's in love. Girl, you've been with this man for, well, it's been 8 days now at this point, but like, what? In love? Why not just like really, really like him? Why do we have to go to in love? It's a holiday romance, I get it. Ugh. Well, I've finished it literally 30 seconds ago. I can't decide if I hated it or if it was okay. Like I don't know what to give this. I also don't know like where it ranks compared to the other two. Definitely below Lovelight Farms. I mean, Lovelight Farms was eons better than this. Are there better Hanukkah books out there? Because this makes me sad that it wasn't that good. Like it was so cheesy. And I understand that she's like, what, like the Hanukkah Scrooge? Like, I don't know. And everything wrapped up at the end and it was so annoying and This is a clean romance, by the way, in case, well, it's clean, though there are references to the man's bulge, but it's clean other than that. Like they kissed once, twice, they kissed twice. Oh, there was some like heavy petting, but other than that, clean romance. So that's where we're at. I think I'm gonna put this under You Better Watch Out. So this is ranked at number 3 for now. So we have Lovelight Farms, You Better Watch Out, and Love You a Latke. That's where we're ranking now. It's time to start the 4th book. Okay, so the next round is actually 2 books by the same author, which was fun. One Big Happy Family, I believe this came out last year, and then Once Upon a Holidate, which I think just came out. This one, by 51% of the vote, it was so close, right around 300 pages, and I do also have the audiobook accessible to me on Hoopla. We love to see it. This one is about a woman who starts dating a younger man, and she goes to her family cabin for Christmas thinking all of her adult children aren't showing up, like they all have their own plans romance. And so she brings her new boyfriend there, and then I think they all crash the party, and then I think kind of have like a chaotic family Christmas together, which honestly just sounds like a good time to me. And I've heard really good things about it, so I'm excited to read this. This one will have to wait. I think this might be a single dad romance though. If this is really good, then I will definitely read this next year. If not, maybe squeeze it in this year. All right, with that, I'm gonna go get my makeup off, go to bed at a somewhat reasonable hour, and then I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, quick break before I do my makeup. I'm on chapter 3. Yet again, another book with very long chapters. And yet again, a book where the audiobook is truly... I don't know what is going on with this narrator, but at 1x speed, she sounds like an AI robot. This is giving the Family Stone a little bit, except with less siblings, so I am enjoying it, but I do feel like this might take me a little bit to get through. And I did have the overall general plot correct, so we'll see where this goes. Ta-da! I look like a human again, and we're almost at a quarter way done with the book, which is nice. I need to go film a couple videos, and then I can finally go back to reading for the rest of the day. Also, it is becoming chaotic, and I love it. It's just like more and more people keep getting added to the stay in the cabin, and I just feel like that is so freaking fun, and I want to stay in a giant cabin for Christmas. Okay, BRB. Hello, we are back. It is 5 o'clock. I have only now finished recording all my videos. I recorded 4 TikTok videos, which is actually pretty good for me. I have about an hour before I need to start making butternut squash soup. So we're gonna read for a little bit, but we did put up the Christmas tree, so obviously need to show you. Ta-da! Oh, she's really so pretty. And I am watching football because it's the perfect background. Football and Harry Potter. Well, really all sports and Harry Potter. My favorite things to watch while reading. So I'm gonna read for about an hour, and then I'll check back in with you once I start making the soup. Oh, nice. She is thick, and it does say you can add broth and blend if you want it to be not as thick, but that's pretty good. I like that it's like porridge. Okay, we have a very healthy portion of soup because this is my entire dinner. I probably won't eat all of it, but it's very good. Wow, I'm so happy right now. So I'm about halfway through. I'm still very much enjoying it. It is very The Family Stone meets Hallmark movie. In the sense that I feel like The Family Stone is a little bit more serious and has great actors, so there's great acting. And Hallmark movie has like cheesy, mediocre acting. So I feel like it's somewhere in between. I have a dog begging for me right next to me. The only parts of it that I don't like is any like sexual encounters that happen. I feel like it's written very weird and it's unnecessary. I simply don't need the romance. I'm just having a good time hanging out with the family members. I think I'm gonna be able to finish this tonight. So I'm gonna eat my soup in peace, and then I'll follow up if I have any updates. It's for me, not for you. I'm sorry. Okay, we have some updates. Crazy things have happened. A new member has entered the villa, aka somebody else has come to the cabin, and it was somebody that I was hoping would get there, so I'm excited. Chaos is continuing to ensue like crazy. I'm on page 200. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this tonight. That's definitely kind of an egregious task. It's already 10 o'clock, so wishful thinking, but we will see. I'm gonna try really hard. Update, we are forgiving men way too easily. Does that always happen in romances? I swear it does. I'm on page 278. There is 3:14. As much as I want to finish this, I need to go to bed. I think I'm gonna try to listen to most of the rest of this tomorrow morning, but the goal will be to finish this by 8:30 a.m. I'm literally using a Nerds gummy coaster package as my bookmark. Okay, with that, good night, see you tomorrow. Good morning. We have, I think, literally 2 chapters left, and 1 chapter is an epilogue. Here we go with another I love you, although in this scenario, I can maybe get behind it because they were dating before the book started, but like, come on. Okay, we have finished This was honestly so cheesy. I'm gonna give it 3 stars because it kept me entertained for the most part. Was it a little long? Probably, but the chaos was perfect. There were some funny moments. There were some maybe more serious topics that I didn't expect to be in this. Overall, not a terrible Christmas read. I'm gonna rank it at number 2. Currently, we're at Lovelight Farms at the top, then One Big Happy Family, You Better Watch Out, and Love You, Alaka. And now it's time for the 5th and final book. The last pairing was Last Christmas in Paris, which is a historical fiction romance, and A Winter in New York, which is, I'm not 100% sure if it's a holiday book, to be honest. I believe it takes place over Christmas, but I don't know how much Christmas is in it. I was hoping that this one would win, but this one won by 56% of the vote. So we're gonna read this one. It is 357 pages, so a little bit long, but I'm determined to read almost all of it today. There's mixed reviews on this one. From what I remember, it's this woman that's a professional chef, I think, and she moves to New York City and stumbles upon this gelateria that has the same family recipe as her family recipe. So then she starts like questioning what's going on there. I am gonna still try to read this, but it's probably gonna have to wait until I'm actually in Paris. Anyways, it is Monday, so I do need to get to work and start the work day, but I will check in with you guys later once I start reading some of this. Okay, quick update. It is, what time is it? It's like 6 p.m. I had a busy day. I did go to the eye doctor, and that was like an hour and a half drive. So I did a good amount of audiobook listening. I'm on page 57, chapter 4, and I'm wondering where the winter is. It's been Valentine's Day, and then 7 months later, which I believe is September, and then the summer. Flashbacks. I'm liking it so far, and I do like that there's a dual timeline, but I'm just confused. This is just not giving Christmas, and I'm annoyed. I'm gonna go downstairs, chill, watch some football. Patriots are playing tonight, and read, and it's gonna be a good time.
Not told them how long to bake it for, but we have preset the oven.
We have much to discuss. I'm on page 124. Clearly I'm not finishing this tonight. It is almost midnight. I have to edit a video still. I have work tomorrow. I have a work event in the evening. I'm honestly quite stressed. Here's the thing. We are a third of the way through. Still not even winter. We have just hit the first frost. I mean, there's definitely no holiday, so I'm not thrilled about that. I'm hoping it comes soon enough. As long as it shows up like halfway through, then I think I can still consider it a holiday book. There are quite a few things I am really enjoying about this. I love the audiobook. The narrator does both a British and a New York accent, which is kind of fun. I also really like the conflict that is being set up because I feel like it is very believable. So Iris is a woman from London who moves to New York City. Her mom's gelato recipe is a recipe she knows, and then she stumbles into this gelateria that has the same recipe. Turns out that the owner of the gelateria used to date her mom. It's a secret family recipe, and so she doesn't want to tell the guy, Gio, who is the son of the owner. She doesn't want to tell Gio that her mom knows the recipe because her mom obviously wasn't supposed to know the recipe. So there's that aspect of it, and she doesn't want to betray her mom who has passed away. I fully am like on board with the fact that she is confused on if she should tell him. I think she should tell him, but I do understand why she's unsure. Gio is like kind of grumpy. I also really like how he is 40, has a child, and she's in her mid 30s. She was married, but now she's single. Love them not being in their late teens or early 20s. My preferred age range in romances is around my age, so mid 30s. What else? I like the New York setting. I like the plot. I like the found family, but it's not even winter yet, and I'm already a third of the way through. So that's my only qualm so far. I'm gonna try to read a little bit more tonight. I will check in tomorrow. I leave for Paris in a few days, and my plan was to finish all this content by then. So mark my words, I will 100% finish this, I think by Wednesday morning. It is Monday, December 1st as we speak. That's it for me. I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully get a little bit more content in tomorrow. It's just really hard when it's a work week, but we'll chat then. Guys. Okay, I'm getting ready, but I have been listening to this. Okay, we're on Halloween now, so still not a Christmas or winter book, and we're on page 150, so about halfway through, still no Christmas, but I'm loving it, and they just kissed, and it was so good. Ugh. I am really, really, really enjoying it. That said, not a Christmas book. That's okay though. I'm gonna keep listening to this, do my makeup, hopefully be able to update you a little bit later today. If not, definitely tomorrow. I'm gonna finish this before I go to Paris, which is tomorrow evening, but I swear if it's the last thing I do. I'm on page 174. They have now done the deed and she still hasn't told him anything. And now I'm no longer on her side. And now I'm annoyed that she has not told him all of her secrets because there are so many secrets. It's gonna be a disaster, I already know. It's gonna be like this big, massive blowout, third act breakup, yada, yada, yada. When is the shoe gonna drop? I don't know. Need to put a pause. I need to shower and then I'll probably do some listening while packing. It's fine. I will probably check in right before I go to bed if I remember. So I'll see you then. Clearly I haven't showered yet. Instead, I have packed all of my clothes and I'm gonna get all of my like toiletries and stuff gathered and then I can pack everything tomorrow in like an hour. I have made some progress in this book. I am now on page 227. There's about 150 pages left. We've now made it past Thanksgiving. They've just had their third act breakup. It's annoying though because it's a kind of third act breakup where they don't actually talk about anything. She's still keeping all the secrets. At this point, I'm done with the keeping secrets. I feel like if somebody asks you what is going on, it's time to fess up. If you're gonna break up anyways, what is the point in not telling the truth? It's confusing because it's a winter in New York and we are not in the winter yet. But I'm still enjoying it. I'm gonna try to read, I think, at least 25 more pages and then that will get me to less than 100 pages left. And then there is a chance that I will finish it tomorrow. We will see. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Guys, I'm literally crying over this book. Just FYI, still barely Christmas. I mean, Christmas has been mentioned. We've got 50 pages left and I would say this is 2% Christmas. However, love the chemistry. I can somewhat get behind the miscommunication and I just teared up. Not on my bingo card, let me tell you. I have to leave my house in like 2 hours. I have yet to actually pack anything in my suitcase. I'm gonna listen to a bit more of this. I'm gonna try so hard to finish this before I leave. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I'm gonna try. Okay, update. We're on page 324. I think there's maybe like 4 chapters left. I saw a lot of reviews with people being upset at the main female character. What is her name? Iris. She should have just revealed her secrets, which I do agree. However, I think that the other villain in this is the uncle because he was like so rude. And I can't say anything else because I don't want to spoil it. Christmas has come and gone. It was 2 chapters long. How many times in this video am I gonna say this is not a Christmas book? Probably way too many times. I'm gonna keep reading and then we'll discuss the ranking. And I am officially going to finish this before going to Paris, which is amazing. Gio is a good man. What a book. The end wrapped up a little too cheesily, but I think overall this is pretty low on the cheese, which is really nice. What am I giving it? I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. 4 stars feels good. It's a solid romance. Now in terms of ranking, it is definitely better than Love You Latke. So Love You Latke stays at number 5. It is better than You Better Watch Out. It's also better than One Big Happy Family for sure. It's tough because this isn't a holiday book. Did I like this better than Lovelight Farms? I think I did like this better than Lovelight Farms. I think I'm gonna put this at 1. That's crazy. I did not see that happening. After Lovelight Farms, I was like, that's definitely gonna be number 1, but I think I like this one the most. So I'm ranking this at number 1 and Lovelight Farms at number 2. And that is my final ranking. Thank you for sticking through this vlog with me. Can't wait to edit this and see what this ends up like. If you liked this video and you stuck through this, let me know. If you've read any of these or all of them, let me know if any of them have been your favorites in the past. And that's all I have to say. So thanks for hanging in and I'll see you next time. Bye.